All right, so man, this is the Cocktail Circle, episode 1 podcast. We're doing it, we're gonna post this to YouTube. All right, so this episode right here is gonna be Bernie Bro versus Yang Gang. So obviously you see it on the shirt, vote Yang. You already know. Wow. Everybody's going for Bernie. Wow. They want the billionaire and the 1%ers to pay their part of Texas. So. Like I say, this is a cocktail circle. Our cocktail that we're drinking on, fresh made mojitos. So got them in highball glass and fresh mint, rum, simple syrup, cola. Well, not cola, but club soda. Yeah. And so yeah, that's what we're doing. So all right, guys, we're gonna be talking about this cocktail circle. Episode 1, man, the black vote. All right, we're gonna go ahead and kick it off, man. So, I had to put a little pause.
I didn't know that was you.
All right. So you were talking about first, before anything, the Iowa situation. So what is it? Today is February the 6th, 2020, and you did want to kick it off with the Iowa situation.
Yeah.
All right, so
that's the most recent.
Anybody doesn't know, the Iowa situation is basically where you have a caucus. And what a caucus is like everybody, they say they go to a gym and they say, well, us 50 people, we want to vote for Bernie Sanders, and us 15, 20 people, we want to vote for Yang. And then everyone has to reach 15% or higher to get some delegates. So what happened was this year that they decided to use an app that was funded by Pete Buttigieg, and partly funded by Pete Buttigieg and some other people.
Ain't that weird?
Yeah. And so anyway, the app fucked up. Just being real with you. They used to do it on paper, call in the delegates and everything, but the app fucked up. No one knows who won Iowa. So, so this kind of...
It wasn't Yang.
But listen, this is where Yang is important because Yang is a technology guy, right or wrong. Okay. If Yang was in this and he was over this, look, this stuff probably wouldn't have happened. The same way it's like this, what the Obama, the healthcare.gov happened.
Oh that was.
So basically, they dropped the ball. Another reason why you should vote Yang, because you need somebody who understands technology. You got Bernie Sanders, he's 178 years old. Elizabeth Warren, she's like 150. Joe Biden, he's he old as shit too. Pete Buttigieg is the only person that's not really. Oh yeah, Amy Klobuchar. But I don't like Klobuchar. I don't even know what she's running for. And Pete Buttigieg, I just don't trust him. I don't care if he's gay or what.
I don't.
That's
like his main stick. Yeah,
he thinks that's the issue, but it's not the issue. You know what I'm saying? We just really don't trust him. He's sneaky, just like this whole Iowa caucus stuff. He's sneaky. But I did want to talk about more than anything is healthcare, because we're both in the healthcare field.
Right.
Bernie is Medicare for all.
Correct.
Yang is Medicare for all who wants it. There's a difference.
There is.
Do you want to defend your boy Bernie before I go in on him?
I ain't gonna lie. It's very hard to defend Bernie on this one, because he really hasn't come out with a thorough plan to explain how he's gonna do everything. I say that up front.
Okay.
But the idea I agree with.
Okay.
And I trust him. Because I know this sounds weird. I don't know the man, but out of majority of the candidates, he seems the most honest, and he has been consistently trying to do this, which I respect. Some of these other people, they just seem like, oh, this is what we doing. We gonna jump on board and just kind of make it like Warren. I don't trust Warren. She be lying.
She flippy-flop.
Yeah, I don't trust her. But Bernie, after they screwed him before, the DNC screwed him. Mm-hmm. All that super delicate crap and the emails with Clinton, he still held it, he was still holding them down.
Okay.
And I respect that.
Okay.
So with the Medicare for all, I can't really defend him 100%.
Okay.
Because there ain't too much out there.
All right, cool. So with that being said, Medicare for all, okay, Bernie always say this. We pay the most money per capita for healthcare, right or wrong?
He does.
But he also said, so if we elect him in Medicare for all, everyone's taxes will go up, right?
Yes, primarily the middle class.
Pay for Medicare for all, right?
Correct.
So if we pay the most money per capita,
It will go up.
why do we still have to pay even more money to get Medicare for all, and other countries don't have to pay all that money? Just let that sink in.
It's a good question.
Let that sink in.
Because everybody doesn't have insurance or is not covered right now. Like when I was in college, I was on a hope and a prayer till Obama came in and said, we got you till you're 26. I was kind of just out there just living life, hoping nothing happened.
I mean, I guess, but explain to me, if we pay more money than any other country, why do our taxes still have to go up to pay for Medicare for all?
I'm telling you why. Because to cover everybody. Because even now, now a lot of it's just deflated costs that aren't productive.
So how
whatsoever.
many people don't have insurance?
I don't know the exact number.
It's about like 3 million or around there. 3 million so people, or 9 million, something like that. But still, if we pay more money than anybody else, and everybody else has the Medicare for all who want it, and they also still have private insurance.
I mean, but also some of that is how much they be charging.
Well,
Like I work in the ICU.
Okay.
A lot of those charges are ridiculous.
Okay,
like,
I understand. But why do we have to pay more if we already paying the most and other people got it? It's just like me saying, hey,
they ain't gonna do it like we gonna do it.
Yeah, you're right, they're gonna do it better.
But
I'm gonna tell you, like,
probably are.
But yeah, even though y'all say, oh, you ain't get 1%, you ain't get 5%, all of this stuff.
He ain't gonna win.
But it's still, just like Canada and all of those other countries and stuff like that has, a healthcare system for all, they still have private insurance. They still have private insurance.
I mean, I'm with you there, because I'm with the competition. I always say that you need competition. And I don't like the government controlling everything.
Thank you.
Because even if Bernie does, say he wins, beats Trump, puts this in, goes over all that he got to accomplish, all that can just switch as soon as another president come in and try to switch stuff around. So I don't like the government being over everything. Okay. But I like the idea of Medicare for all. But I'm just not, I understand Yang with his situation. I just don't.
You like Medicare for all who want it, because like if your health insurance is great, your wife, you guys, your son, all you guys are covered. You like your medical insurance, you like your doctors, and somebody's gonna tell you, hey, well, we're gonna do Medicare for all, we're gonna do away with XYZ. That's not something that's gonna make you happy. But if somebody say, hey, you have an option to say, hey, I wanna stay with my insurance company, or I wanna go with this Medicare for all. You have an option.
I'm with you there.
That's what Yang wants to do. Bernie is just saying, hey, get rid of all private insurance.
I don't know that yet. He ain't came out with a full plan.
But that's what he's telling. He wants to get rid of private insurance. Yang wants to make it a competition. Because if a private insurance company...
I'm with you with the competition.
That's what he wants to do. So everybody wants Medicare for all until they find out what Medicare for all really is.
How much it's going to cost?
Who? Bernie's or Yang's?
No, I'm saying they wanted to. They figure out how much it's going to cost.
Yeah, once you figure out how much it's going to cost, and then you figure out, like, okay, well, your insurance is going away and all of that stuff.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
It's really going to affect the middle class.
Yes.
That's right. I'm with you.
And then at the same time, what we're saying, what if you want to keep your private insurance? You don't want the government to have all your information.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. Yang with his 1%, so he down here, right?
Okay.
So he's not going to win.
Right.
If Bernie wins,
Clinton was around the same.
He gonna pull Yang, like, all right, come over here, let's get this together. See, that's what's gonna happen.
Let me tell you something. You got two different set of Yang voters. You got the kind that were with Bernie, and you got the kind that are with Bernie currently, and kind of like Yang a whole lot, but they just don't feel like he's gonna win.
Okay, that's where I'm at.
That's what I'm saying.
He ain't gonna win.
It's two different sets. But if all of y'all Bernie people came over and say, okay, Yang, we're gonna put all our efforts behind you. We're gonna give you our $5 donation, our little $10 donation, this and third. We're gonna help you. We're gonna prepare you like we're doing Bernie, because we know that Bernie's ideas are outdated. They are. They're outdated.
And it's old, man.
Yeah,
he just had a heart attack.
Yeah, he's like
let that man be, man.
Years old.
He got 2 stents in his heart. Let him be.
So, so that's what I'm saying. So with the healthcare, I feel like Bernie, the spirit of it is good. Like, yeah, I want everybody to get taken care of.
That's what I connect with.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the implementation of it is not. You see what I'm saying? I just don't feel like. So I will agree with you about the spirit, but the implementation, like, you really got to understand, like.
So you really think Yang could beat Trump?
You know why? You know why I think Yang can beat Trump, and I think this is actually another topic as well. It's actually the last one. Why Yang will beat Trump and Bernie wouldn't beat Trump? Because if you look at the numbers, you have more Republicans, more independents that are willing to support Yang than Bernie. So if you get the whole Democratic Party together and they vote Bernie, and then you get the whole Republicans together because they like, Trump, okay, you're gonna have the same shit that you had last term or last election. But if you can get Yang and he pulled those disaffected voters over to the Democratic side, now he get all the independents and all the Democrats on his side. That's how he beats Trump, by more votes, more delegates. Or
we gonna have to do delegates because what's called one had more votes and
so that's what I'm saying. Like, no Republican, like, I know y'all don't like this shit, but when Hillary Clinton said nobody likes Bernie, nobody likes him. Like, when it comes to like Washington, nobody likes him.
Don't mean nothing.
I understand that, but the Republicans, they don't like him.
Nobody liked Jordan when he was playing. That don't mean nothing.
That's different. But I'm just saying, nobody likes Bernie. But when it comes to Yang, you got independents and you got Republicans. The people that'll come over from the other side.
Okay, so
just like Obama. Republicans voted for Obama.
They did.
Yes.
And a lot of white women voted for Obama.
Exactly.
I don't think you ain't gonna better get those older white women.
Have you seen some of his rallies?
Yeah.
It's older white men, older white women. It's Asian people, it's African Americans.
I don't even think people, to be honest, straightforward.
Okay.
I don't think the average American even knows who Yang is.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
And part of that's the DMC and they little flipping it for
the DNC
Bloomberg.
Want Buttigieg or Bloomberg. That's just, or Amy Klobuchar. Or they work on with Biden.
Oh, Biden's done after this.
They do not show Yang and they do not show Bernie. That's real talk.
So you meant the hate on Bernie?
Huh?
You see the hate on Bernie?
No, we knew that since last election.
That's what I'm.
But even you see it with Yang. They call this man John Yang. The man's name is Andrew Yang. Right or wrong? You know what I'm saying? So they put his picture, somebody else's picture up under his name. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty funny though.
That's pretty fucked up. It was funny, but it's fucked up. So that's all I'm saying is, like, if Yang had the same media coverage as Amy Klobuchar, like, just think about Amy Klobuchar. Like, what does she stand for?
I'm with you.
Okay, so with Bernie and Yang, they both get ousted because, like, they are anti-establishment. And Tulsi Gabbard, she's so pretty too. She married, so I can't say that. But anyway, like, so that's pretty much it. Like, who would win? That's why I think the Republicans don't want socialism, and that's what Bernie's running on.
So that's why I'm kind of worried about, even if he does win and he beats Trump. Mm-hmm. Kind of when Obama was first in office, I don't think too much will be done.
Okay.
I'm just being honest.
So, next point we're going to. So, we're going to try to go ahead and get this thing done within like 15, 20 minutes. I don't know how long this been. All right, so $1K per month, that's Yang's policy. How many? 14 minutes. All right, so we got to get everything done in the next like 5 minutes. So, cameraman telling us to wrap it up. So, $1K per month, that's Yang's policy versus guaranteed jobs. That's Bernie's policy. I'm going to go on this one. $1K per month, if you really break down the math, that's $12,000 a year. So if you got somebody that's making $20,000 a year and you give them an additional $12,000 a year, that's
Wait, is that tax?
Huh?
Is that tax?
Non-tax, that's $32,000.
Okay.
Okay. So you got a person that's making $15 an hour, right? So let's do the math on this because I did this for my coworker. So $15 an hour times 40 hours times how many 52 weeks out of the year? That's 31. That's 31 too. So the person that was making $20,000, now they get 32. Now the person is making $15 an hour and they get 31,000, which is tax because it's still a $15 minimum wage or guaranteed job, a job that you might not even like. Yangs goes to everybody. Bernie is saying, well, people need to work, but what about people who are at home taking care of like sick people? Think about that. So if somebody mama's taking care of their mom or something like that, like what is their value in, you know, the economy? Bernie Sanders saying you gotta have a job. Yang said because like as an American, you get paid a dividend from all of the stuff that you do. And that's why you get the $12,000. It's for everybody. And also,
you get money just because you're American?
You get money because you're a citizen, because people benefit off of you, because companies benefit off of you. A lot of people been shitting on us and benefiting from us and not paying anything. Amazon.
And his plan is to tax Amazon, right?
With a value-added tax.
I don't think Amazon is gonna stay over here.
But with a value-added tax, you can't like say, hey, well, we're not paying the value-added tax this month because of XYZ. You have to pay the value-added tax.
Okay, I just don't think that's gonna work.
Why? But other countries do it.
Okay, yeah, other countries ain't. Okay.
Most countries do it.
All these multi-billionaire companies are not about to be like, all right, we're gonna pay you all these millions of dollars. Cool, and keep them running.
But they're paying zero now.
Exactly, so you go from zero to probably billions. That ain't about to happen. They ain't gonna be like, all right, yeah, that's the role. These people, okay, we know America's corrupt. We know this election and all this stuff is corrupt.
Okay.
I do not believe that these companies are gonna be like, okay, sure, they're gonna find some way in so this doesn't work. The idea is there to tax them, and that's how you fund everybody.
So how is Bernie gonna guarantee everybody $15 minimum wage? So if I own a camera, I own a video production company. Our cameraman, he owns a video production company, right?
Okay.
And so he hired you. He can pay you minimum wage, $7 an hour. And then Bernie Sanders saying, hey, everyone has to do the $15 an hour stuff. He can't afford to pay you $15 an hour. So you know what you do? You lose your job. And you know how I know this? Because Target did that shit. Target opened up their, they said, well, we're gonna pay everybody $15 an hour. And you know what they did? They cut hours after they raised the rate.
That makes mathematical sense.
It opposed to them saying, okay, well, you know what? If you buy a glass, you pay a value-added tax of 1 penny on that. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay, well, we'll pay that penny or whatever like that because they know they weren't paying taxes before because they know the loophole. This model has been demonstrated throughout country and country and country. A lot of countries, if you go to Europe, you know, developed countries, they have value-added taxes because they know this is what works. Unlike Elizabeth Warren, she want to do the wealth tax. If you telling me like I own this fucking painting right here, and yeah, it's worth $1 million, and I'm gonna pay a wealth tax on that shit every fucking year for it being $1 million, fuck you. I'm not doing. No, I'm not even claiming that shit no more.
So you think if Yang got elected some kind by the mercies of God?
Okay.
You think he gonna convince the Republicans?
You know why I think he'll
with this plan?
You know why I think he'll convince the Republicans? Because like this. So if you get the freedom dividend, $1,000 a month, and you get food stamps, you can't get both of them at the same time. Okay.
So you telling me somebody got to choose between money and food?
Listen, free money or food stamps. Because you know, like, I don't know if y'all, but in college I had food stamps. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I had food stamps. So every, 6 months or 3 months, I had to check in with a person and they're gonna say, hey, well, you know, XYZ, it's about time you do the check-in, bring your pay stubs. Or you can tell me I can get $1,000 free and clear and don't worry about them food stamps. So if I'm getting $300 in food stamps, I'm gonna forego that to get $1,000 cash that I don't have to fucking.
It depends how much you get in food stamps.
Okay, if you get $500 or $600 in food stamps, you still come out better getting $1,000 that you don't have to check into basically a probation officer. Yeah, I said it's basically a probation officer to make sure that you're buying, that you still are poor and you still need food stamps.
That's true.
Okay, so if you take that person, if you take, say you have 10 million people on food stamps, and say 5 million take, you know, the freedom dividend, the other 5 million keep food stamps. That 5 million people that were getting, say, $500 of food stamps or whatever like that a month, it now is alleviated from the economy. So the Republicans, the government doesn't have to give them that money that they were getting for food stamps because they're getting a freedom dividend that's paid for by a value added tax that are coming from companies. So that decreases the amount of government spending.
And that's how they gonna win them over.
That's how you would win, because Republicans are all about less government control. You know, a lot of us, like black people, like, oh, Democrat, because we know
I agree with that part.
of Obama and, you know, Bill Clinton, Democrats. But the Republicans really do have some great ideas. I'm gonna just be honest with you. You know, we can't always say, oh, it was Democrats, I'm gonna just vote Democrat because that's what I'm associated with. Like, no, it don't work like that. You really need to sit down and see who's doing what for who. So with that being said, that's why I think the Republicans, if they see that this is actually reducing the debt or the money that we're spending out as a government and reduces the deficit, and the money is coming in free and clear, that, hey, it comes from tax from Amazon, Facebook. If you buy a yacht, you know, it get taxed. He's not gonna put a value-added tax on shit like diapers. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's fucked up. Like, he's not gonna do that. He's not gonna put a value-added tax on shit like water. You know what I'm saying?
No feminine care, none of that.
No, you can adjust the value-added tax to be whatever you want.
You make a lot of money that way. You know,
you could, but at the same time, if somebody buy a fucking jet ski, like, yeah, you should put value-added tax on that. Because it's just like, that's like a luxury. He's not gonna put value-added tax on like necessities and shit.
So you can put it on your Jordans.
Hey man, that's fine. I have no problem wearing
Jordans
like K-Swiss, bro. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the next topic, student loans. Okay, so this student loans, I definitely think you're gonna win this because like Bernie wants to eliminate all student loans. Yang wants to do the 10% for 10 years and you get your student loans wiped out. So I ain't even gonna lie. If Bernie can pull that shit out and he can eliminate all student loans, no matter if you're rich or poor or what the fuck ever, then okay, yeah. Like, he kind of wins.
How you do it, I don't know.
Exactly. That's how it goes. How is he gonna do it?
But I like the idea and I like where he's coming from. I know he's really passionate about that. And I'm like, that speaks to me.
No one should pay student loans.
Because it shouldn't be that way.
Student loans.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. 10% over 10 years ain't bad.
Ain't fucking bad.
But I really think, okay, I'm telling you, if Bernie win, he just gonna snatch Yang up, put him on over something.
So that's what all the Bernie bros say. They say, yeah, he's probably just gonna have Yang. Even Yang said this, and I know this because I voted for Bernie. And Yang said this, like, what was it, last night where he was doing the CNN town hall meeting. He said, you know, he lines up a lot with Bernie, you know, a lot of his ideas. He even voted for Bernie and everything like that. So we all know that, you know. But all the Bernie bros, y'all really like Yang, but y'all just don't think he can win. So, but with that being said, the last topic was Iowa caucus, so you kind of kicked it off with that. So basically, this is my closing statement. The cocktail circle. Vote Yang because we need someone that's in office that's young, who understands, you know, what we need as far as like automation, because we already know there's going to be like trucks on the road with no drivers that's taking jobs. There's going to be Amazon and stuff that's going to be gobbling up jobs. We know that we need a freedom dividend so we can have $1,000 in our pocket. So if you had a job that you hate, but you know you're getting $1,000 a month, you can still pay your rent, quit that job and still look for another job. You know you have a blanket, that's something that's going to take care of you. You know what's kind of help you out. So I always say, man, you know, go yang2020.com. Look at his policies. Donate $5. Donate $1. You know, show your support. And you know, let's get this man to office. That's my closing statement.
I'm gonna be real, cause I'm a realist. Vote Bernie because Yang has no chance of winning. So vote for somebody that actually has a chance to do something that's going to benefit you. I know his plan has not been clarified, but huge but on this. He has potential. And as they say in Albany States, potential realized is a great thing.
Oh, shit. All right, man. It's the Cocktail Circle, man. It's been a good one, man.
Walking off.
That's Zay. Are we out, cameraman? Yeah. All right, we out, cameraman. All right, so, yeah. Cheers.